A suspected car thief shot by a Benton County deputy as they were allegedly trying to steal another vehicle. And another suspected car thief in Richland is on the run after crashing into multiple police vehicles during a getaway.
And folks, another nice day today with more heat, but a cool down is on the way this week. Maybe some showers as well. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to the work week. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason. How was your weekend?
You know, it was fun. How about you?
It was good. I was loving the nice weather.
It was very nice, and I actually got some exercising in this
good.
weekend.
Yes.
It was perfect time to do so.
It really was.
And these conditions are going to stick with us, but we're going to get relief from the heat this weekend. Let's take a look outside at our legend, one of our Legend Skycam networks. It's our Dust Devils Geisa Stadium Skycam. And look at that full moon still blasting its way into the right of your screen there. Quite a lot of seagulls hanging around Geisa Stadium this morning. And folks, we're looking at just beautiful conditions as we move into the next couple of days. So more sunshine today, upper 80s, to lower 90s for all of our areas. We are seeing some wind this morning in the Yakima Valley, about 15 to even higher than that. So a little bit of breezy conditions this morning. That should slow down as we move along into at least tomorrow. So folks, right around 90 degrees, upper 80s, lower 90s. And again, some light wind today for most of our areas, save for Toppenish, Ellensburg, and Yakima. Some more heat, cooling Friday, and rain could possibly return. I'll get you ready for the work week coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
We have breaking news surrounding a shooting by law enforcement last night. Officers with the Kennewick Police Department were pursuing a stolen car just after 8:30 p.m. The driver was suspected of armed robbery and stealing a vehicle earlier in the day. The car eventually crashed into the lawn at the Bank of America near the Columbia Center Mall. Authorities say the suspect then ran toward the mall and attempted to take another vehicle at gunpoint. That's when a Benton County Sheriff's deputy fired on the suspect. The suspect was hurt and transported to a local hospital. Their condition is not known at this time. A suspected car thief is on the run after smashing two patrol vehicles and racing away from law enforcement in Richland Sunday morning. Just after 8 a.m., a Richland officer spotted a black Cadillac Escalade parked on the sidewalk next to the Walmart on Dupertail Street. The Escalade had been reported as stolen, and the Richland Police Department believed the vehicle was connected to vehicle prowls that had been reported in the area. Officers approached and found a man sleeping in the driver's seat. Spike strips were placed in front of the vehicle, while police vehicles were placed around the stolen vehicle. When the driver woke up, he put the vehicle into gear and began smashing the police vehicles. He was then able to get enough room to drive away. The Cadillac was found abandoned a short distance away. A short time later, Richland police received a call about a stolen vehicle in the area of where the Escalade was found abandoned. Police say they believe the same suspect broke into a nearby garage and stole the vehicle inside. The vehicle is described as a white 2023 Hyundai Palisade. Investigators say that vehicle was last spotted in the area of Road 68 in Pasco. And a fire broke out near the Columbia Center Mall Saturday. You can see smoke here just off of West Willamette Avenue. The fire appeared to be a brush fire that sparked below the edge of the street. Fire crews managed to put out the blaze, but we don't have word yet on what started the fire. A fast-moving fire near Prosser sent up a huge plume of smoke and temporarily shut down part of State Route 221 Friday. Fire crews from Benton and Yakima County raced to get the fire under control. Officials say smoke from the fire caused visibility issues, which is one of the reasons they had to shut down the road. Benton County Fire District 1 says the fire started near Horse Heaven Sportsman Range in Prosser and burned about 10 acres before firefighters were able to get it under control. No word yet on how the fire started. Yakima police need the public's help to identify the man on your screen. In a social media post, police say they suspect him in a Thursday morning robbery at a drive-through coffee kiosk. This happened at 7 a.m. Thursday at Cruise and Coffee at 32nd Boulevard and Nob Hill. Police say a robber walked up with a gun and demanded cash. Yakima police also want to see any video the public might have of the area at 32nd Avenue and West Nob Hill around 7 Thursday morning. If you have any information that can assist the investigation, contact Detective Medina at 509-575-6203 or submit an anonymous tip through Crime Stoppers. On June 6, 2021, avid sport outdoorsman Jonathan Spear was gardening in the yard of his Yakima home when he was shot in a random shooting that left him paralyzed. Thanks to community support, physical therapy, and special equipment, he's been able to go back to doing the things he loves the most, including camping, mountain biking, and cross-country skiing. But last month, doctors found a tumor in his brain. They successfully removed it last week, but he's struggling with his speech, and they don't know what's next.
A spinal cord injury or brain cancer are shocking in isolation. And when you have both of those things happen in an individual's life, it just almost leaves you dumbfounded, trying to figure out the what and why of that. And sometimes I don't know that there is a why.
His family says the doctors are hopeful that the speech issues are due to swelling from the operation, but he's looking at a difficult, expensive recovery. Their friends have made them a GoFundMe page to try to help with those costs. Making a difference in our community, Leadership Tri-Cities is on the home stretch of its latest class project. They raised more than $50,000 to help the domestic violence services of Benton and Franklin County open up the Mariposa Boutique, which held a ribbon cutting Friday afternoon. The thrift store that will serve everyone in the community and be a resource for those getting out of domestic violence situations. But the executive director of the Domestic Violence Services of Benton and Franklin counties says that's not the only exciting news they have to share.
Yesterday we got our official letter that we are receiving $1,064,000 to do 10 apartments. They should be done probably in the next 90 days if all goes well with construction. And they'll be in Richland, and we'll be able to utilize them for services for our clients here from Benton and Franklin counties that are receiving services.
The executive director tells us one difficulty in the past has been finding landlords to partner with the domestic violence services for spaces like this. She says this landlord has committed 40 years to provide for the domestic violence services. The thrift store is at 3311 Clearwater Avenue, right next to the Kennewick Driver's Licensing Office. There are more ways to get involved with the organization, and you can read about it on our website, yaktrinews.com. Well, there's not much that can ruin your morning like waking up and realizing you're out of coffee. A Richland couple's business can help prevent that. The PNW Coffee Club features roasters throughout Washington and Oregon and delivers their beans to your front door. Brandon and Anna Hoff founded the business and operate out of their home. It's a subscription-based club that is customizable depending on your ideal cup of joe.
You don't have to worry about it. Your coffee's at your door as soon as you run out, whatever the pace is that you drink it.
PNW Coffee Club has also featured local roasters, Rockabilly and Transient Coffee Company. We'll hear more from Brandon about how this subscription box works later on Good Morning Northwest. Roaring engines Friday on the Columbia River. Hydroplanes underwent H1 Unlimited testing for the upcoming Tri-City Water Follies Columbia Cup. Hundreds of spectators turned out to see the rooster tails and enjoy the thrill of thunder from the high-powered speed boats. That happened at Columbia Park in Kennewick, and it ended at 5. The Tri-City Water Follies Columbia Cup and STCU Over the River Air Show take place the last weekend of July. We'll return in just a moment, but first, Jason Valentine joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
The full moon is holding on this morning, but we're getting close to sunrise. Another beautiful day is on the way, but change is coming later this week. I'll get you ready in my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And the city of Seattle is planning a major vote that could change the way the city enforces the state's drug use policy. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks absorbs quickly for relief. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me. I learned when to use it. I learned how to use it, and I know you trusted me to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Try Tide Power Pods with 85% more Tide in every pod.
Who needs that much more Tide?
Everyone's gonna need more Tide.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every Power Pod.
See?
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
From Camp Keyview, Apple Valley Eats.
Hey there, it's Kara here from the Bistro. I wanted to share with you our tuna tacos and our shrimp tacos. These are our version of the fish tacos, and we're all trying to make healthier decisions with our eating. These fish tacos and shrimp tacos are delicious. The first thing we want to do is get a little oil down on the grill or butter. I'm using an olive oil, canola oil blend, and then we're going to stack our tortillas. Just about a minute on each side. So I am using a 26-30 size on the shrimp. And then I'm going to season them pretty generously with an Old Bay style seasoning. Now we're going to turn the shrimp. We're going to come back to our tortillas. You want to put a little bit of cabbage on the bottom. I'm going to pull them off the grill. Now we're going to add pico de gallo. And then we top with our chipotle sauce. And then we rough chop some cilantro and finish with that. They're light but filling and full of flavor. About a year and a half ago at the Bistro, we brought in a tap cooler and have beer available on tap. Make sure when you're ordering lunch and dinner that you pair a delicious local beer that we have here on tap.
TriQ Credit Union C3 Slam comes to Richland July 8th and 9th at John Dam Plaza.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. Well, after Governor Inslee had to call a special session of state Congress to come to a decision about how Washington will enforce drug laws. The city of Seattle is now planning a vote to decide whether or not they'll enforce state law within city limits, and their decision could influence other cities across the state. Paul Rivera reports.
As King County sees this on city streets, drug use, overdoses, deaths at record levels, state lawmakers have passed a drug use law. Whether that's enforced in Seattle is now up to city council members. City Attorney Ann Davison said if council members vote next week to pass a city ordinance that mirrors the state law, then she will have the power to prosecute these misdemeanor crimes and push for treatment. But if not,
if this doesn't pass by city council, it would in effect decriminalize controlled substances in the city of Seattle.
And we're learning council members could be split on the issue. Should the ordinance be dropped, it could be up to the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, who handles felonies, to take on that new responsibility. Davison does not want it to come to that.
I don't think that it would be prosecuted by the King County prosecutor, and I think that it would be a sad state here in the city otherwise.
In a letter we obtained, King County Prosecutor Lisa Mannion told Seattle City Council members about potential issues, urging them to pass the ordinance to allow the city attorney and police to enforce the law, saying the prosecuting attorney's office does not have the funding or the staff necessary to take on a new body of misdemeanor cases. Mannion also said there also is the question of whether Seattle police have jurisdiction to investigate these types of crimes without a Seattle ordinance mirroring state law.
When you see what's on our streets, parks, and buses, what's happening, what we've been doing in the past is not working. We're trying to get people into treatment and make our public spaces safer.
Whether or not that mission is carried out hinges on what happens inside this building, City Hall.
3 major chemical companies have agreed to pay more than $1 billion to settle claims that they contaminated drinking water across the U.S. with so-called forever chemicals. Chemours, DuPont, and Corteva are facing thousands of lawsuits across the country. Alleged dangerous substances were used in manufacturing and then polluted the environment. The chemicals, also known as PFAS, linger in the environment and the human body and are linked to several forms of cancer. Under the agreement, the companies will contribute nearly $1.19 billion to a settlement fund, with Chemours contributing half and DuPont and Corteva covering the other half. The fund will be used to help remove PFAS from public drinking water systems. It's an agreement in principle, but the companies say a definitive agreement is expected to be finalized later this year. Coming up, a grisly scene in Texas after 5 people are shot in their vehicle, leaving 1 woman dead and 3 children injured. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Going to get you ready for your Monday, your work week, and a sneak peek at your upcoming cooler weekend. That's next in Good Morning Northwest.
Award-winning artist Elle King live. Friday, July 14th, 8 p.m., Legends Casino Hotel. Elle King. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Elle King Live.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland, let's grow together.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade, it's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy, it's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Hello there.
Would you like some lemonade?
I would love some lemonade.
$5, please.
5 what?
Supply chain issues. There's a lemon shortage. Have you seen the price of cups these days?
Had enough inflation? Undo inflation with Dish. Now get the same TV bill every month. No price hikes, no matter what, for 3 years. The 3-year TV price guarantee, only from Dish. Tuned in to you.
At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
TriQ Credit Union C3 Slam comes to Richland July 8th and 9th at John Dam Plaza.
Now, Cap KVU First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Friday morning. Friday, my goodness. Good Monday morning, everyone. I was just thinking about the weekend already. All right, folks, look, we even have a full moon out. Just gorgeous conditions out there, and they're going to continue today on your Monday morning, and it's going to continue for at least the start of our work week. But as we get to our weekend, which I've been thinking about, we are going to be seeing those cooler temperatures, possibly a little bit of shower activity as well. Current temperatures, we're in the 50s throughout our areas, and you know, what I keep saying, if our temperatures are this closely grouped together, that means we're in a very steady weather pattern. And that is what we are in, from 52 all the way to 59 in Toppenish. Warmer in Yakima. We were struggling to get above 40 degrees at the end of last week at this time. So our temperature trend, we are going to continue to ascend. Now this is for the Tri-Cities, so average is around 80. So all of our areas mid to upper 70s are average, and we're going to be between 15 and 20 degrees above our average as we get to Wednesday. So tomorrow a little warmer, and we're just going to keep warming up. We start to cool down Thursday, then Thursday into Friday morning. That's when we could see some shower activity, and look how much cooler our weekend is going to be, mid to upper 80s, still above our average for this time of year, but well off of what we saw just previous weekend and the next couple of days. So our futurecast, as we look at our areas, as we get into our morning hours or into kind of our commute hours, just free and clear. Still have some shower activity in the southern part of Idaho, but not getting to our areas. And as we continue into our Monday and into our Tuesday morning, another just clear skies throughout. And as we get into Tuesday evening into, well, Wednesday, we do have some shower activity that could be squeaking through from the south. We're keeping a close eye on that. So we do look to have some chances for rain after being dry for the last 2.5 weeks in the next couple of days. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. So maybe some shower activity on the way. So winds, we have a little bit of push, Ellensburg and Toppenish, mid to upper teens. Other than that, we are light. We do expect most of our areas to stay light, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds today for the Yakima Valley. And then we're just going to maintain right around 10 to light, possibly 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, especially as we get to Friday. So a little bit of wind action is on the way. I'm almost sneeze there, Jill. I apologize to everybody. Ooh, I held it off. All right, we're looking at warm temperatures today, mid to upper 80s for Ellensburg, Yakima, and Toppenish. And folks, we're going to be either in the upper 80s to lower 90s for most of our cities today. 92 for the Tri-Cities, 89 for Connell, and over in the Blue Mountain region, we're in the mid to upper 80s. So let's get to that 7-day forecast. And for Yakima, still more lovely sunshine for the next couple of days, going to rise up to the mid 90s. And then as we get to Friday, look at this drop. We are looking at quite a significant 17-degree drop from Thursday to Friday. We're going to keep an eye on that morning showers, and then we're just going to be staying cool, at least for the start of your weekend, starting to warm up on your Sunday. In the Tri-Cities area, up to 98 by Wednesday, and then a 11-degree change from Thursday to Friday. Not as dramatic. So folks, could see some shower activity. We'll definitely see those cooler temperatures coming this weekend. But today, a beautiful day with highs and sunshine around 90 degrees.
Police in Sunnyvale, Texas are searching for 2 suspects after a shooting that left 4 people injured and 1 dead. Sydney Persing has the story.
Man, I'm so sad. Like, this is crazy.
Inside this little white car.
That's the car that pulled up with the kids?
Police say 3 little kids and 2 adults were shot Sunday.
Man, this is so sad.
We don't have this kind of violence that occurs here.
Sunnyvale Police Chief Bill Vegas told reporters 2 suspects followed the 5 victims to this townhome.
As the victims were sitting in the car, the suspect got out of their car, approached the victim's car, and opened fire.
All 5 victims, Vegas said, are likely related.
It is a family.
The adult woman is dead. The adult man is in the hospital, as are all 3 children, who are just 8 to 10 years old.
We seen him though. Yeah, we seen him take him.
Their injuries, Chief Vegas said, appear to be non-life threatening.
That is preliminary. We don't know for sure. We don't know 100%.
And for him to just walk up and shoot kids is kind of crazy. Anybody that got a heart to shoot kids ain't got no heart at all.
Vegas said 1 suspect is a man, the other a woman.
They don't know who he is.
Possibly traveling in a black Toyota Camry.
We do know that they are armed. We do know that they are capable of shooting, but we're here and we're going to make sure that we find out who is responsible. But it's a horrific scene, and it's not anything that I'd want my officers to be dealing with.
Stay safe. All right, you too.
The trial for former Broward Sheriff School Resource Officer Scott Peterson is expected to start within the next few weeks. Peterson is facing numerous child negligence charges regarding his response during the 2018 Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School shooting rampage. Last month, Peterson said he is ready for his day in court.
I'm looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I want the truth to come out, and if it's going to be through a trial, so be it. I'm eager. I think, you know, not only people in Florida, the country, most importantly the families, they need to know the truth of what happened.
17 people died in the incident and others were wounded. A fourth person is now in custody in connection with a mass shooting in Broward County, Florida. Investigators say officers arrested the fourth suspect on Sunday, and they are still looking for one more person involved in the Memorial Day shooting that wounded 9 people near the Hollywood Beach Boardwalk. Police say 7 of the 9 people shot are now out of the hospital, but 2 more are still undergoing treatment. Police say an argument between 2 groups of people happened shortly before the gunfire erupted. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, a scuba diver in Oklahoma was in for quite a shock when he came across a live grenade underwater.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Come on, flowers. Hello, idea.
When you taste silky smooth caramel wrapped in Cadbury chocolate, the world is suddenly overflowing with joy. Cadbury Caramello.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Get 2.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
For all the times we've been inspired to be just like Dad. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 trimmer. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Welcome back. Well, scuba diving can be a dangerous activity, and that was especially the case for a diver in Oklahoma who found a live grenade.
Oh my goodness. Authorities in Love County say the diver found a live CS, or tear gas grenade canister, in Lake Murray. The diver reported, and the Oklahoma Highway Patrol bomb squad was called to the lake to check it out.
They were able to date the grenade to somewhere around the early 2000s. Their team says it will detonate and destroy it off-site at a later date.
All right, I was a little worried. Live grenade, you think it's going to be a fragmented grenade, a frag grenade, but it's only a tear gas grenade, so that would have polluted the lake, unfortunately, but still a little less deadly.
Yeah.
But,
well, what shocked me about this story is there's scuba divers in Oklahoma. I didn't know that there was anything deep enough, but I mean,
well, there's
go
lakes.
ahead, go to the lake.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad everybody's all right.
Yes.
All right, folks, let's take a quick look outside. Your first alert weather forecast is coming up. Look at that beautiful shot in Toppenish from Legends Casino. Your forecast is coming up.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, tensions continue to rise between the United States and China after another close call between the two countries' militaries. And fighter jets attempting to reach an unresponsive pilot cause a sonic boom.
In today's Tech Bites, a big day for Apple. The Worldwide Developers Conference starts today. The product launch may include a long-rumored AR/VR headset, which would overlay virtual images on real-world scenes. Also expected, software updates to enhance features on iPhones, Apple Watches, and other devices. Well, YouTube says it carefully deliberated a change of policy that now allows videos that falsely claim fraud in the 2020 U.S. election. Such videos had been banned since December of that year. Now, YouTube isn't offering up any specific reasons for the policy change. Finally, a plan for free cell phone service may be in the works. Bloomberg is reporting that Amazon is in talks with the top carriers to offer its Prime subscribers cell service at either no extra charge or at rock bottom prices of about $10 a month. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Ugh, stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut and your mood will follow.
Cats want taste. You want healthy ingredients. Let's talk Blue Tastefuls.
In the past, we've definitely made compromises.
We sent you Blue Tastefuls dry food.
She loved it. Healthy, nutritious, and delicious is always the right choice.
Pick up Blue Tastefuls in dry, wet, and singles.
A sonic booms or a dangerous encounter between American and Chinese warships has U.S. officials concerned about growing tensions. And a sonic boom surprised residents of Washington, D.C. as fighter jets race to reach an unresponsive aircraft.
And folks, another nice day today with more heat and even more heat on the way, and then a cool down this week. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday. Welcome to the work week. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning, Jason.
How are you this morning?
I'm great.
I
feel like I got so much rest on the weekend.
Did you?
I enjoyed the outside, the sunshine. So
excellent.
Yeah,
I got some rest Saturday. Last night, maybe not as much as I could.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, we were talking about this earlier. What makes getting up this early worth it is seeing shots like this. Let's take a look outside. Oh,
beautiful.
Look at all of that. And that is indicative of what we're going to see today and for the next couple days at least. So we could have some shower activity for the first time in about 2.5 weeks, at least something significant. We did have a little bit of shower activity a week from Saturday in the evening hours. But look at how beautiful it is this morning. And we're going to see more sunshine today. Goodness. And upper 80s to lower 90s for pretty much all of our areas, save for Ellensburg. They'll be in the mid 80s, but plenty of sunshine. And we're going to creep up mid to lower 90s, upper 80s tomorrow, and then possibly mid to upper 90s as we get to Wednesday. But we have a big cool down coming as we get to Friday and our weekend. Also, we could see some shower activity also showing up. So more heat today, cooling Friday, and rain returns. I'm going to get you ready for your work week in my first alert weather forecast. It's coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. This morning, mounting tensions between the U.S. and China. We have new video after a Chinese warship cut off a U.S. destroyer, nearly colliding with it in the Taiwan Strait. It's just the latest aggressive military move by the country that has U.S. officials on edge. ABC's Lindsay Watts has reaction from Washington.
New video this morning shows just how close a Chinese warship came to a U.S. military destroyer in the Taiwan Strait Saturday. The video captured from aboard the USS Chung Hoon, and additional footage of the incident coming from Canadian broadcaster Global News. Estimates are the Chinese ship was just 150 yards from the U.S. destroyer. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin warning China's government.
Do the right things to rein in that kind of conduct, because I think accidents can happen that could cause things to spiral out of control.
China's defense minister is defending its warship, telling the U.S. to, quote, mind your own business, and calling the U.S. and Canadian military presence in the Taiwan Strait a provocation. The U.S. is seeing an alarming increase in confrontations with China. Just last week, a Chinese fighter jet flew within 400 feet of an American spy plane over the South China Sea, forcing the U.S. plane to bounce wildly through turbulence of the fighter jet's wake. U.S. officials criticized the maneuver as unnecessarily aggressive and part of a pattern by China.
They're trying to flex their muscles and advance authoritarianism. We need to stand strong.
The Republican chair of the U.S. Intelligence Committee calls China's aggression unbelievable, also highlighting that massive Chinese spy balloon that traveled across the U.S. before being shot down. The Biden administration is looking for a diplomatic fix to the souring relations, sending a senior State Department official on a rare visit to Beijing.
China's defense minister declined a meeting with Defense Secretary Austin at a security conference Friday in Singapore, although they did have a brief discussion at dinner. Austin says more conversations are necessary to avoid miscalculations that could lead to a crisis. Ukraine says the casualty toll is growing from a Russian strike near the city of Dnipro. Officials now say the body of a 2-year-old girl has been recovered from a building damaged in Saturday's attack. The number of wounded has grown to at least 22 people, including 5 children. The strike damaged multiple homes and gas pipelines. Ukraine says its air defenses made a clean sweep in the skies near Kyiv overnight. Initial reports indicate Ukraine shot down all the Russian missiles headed toward the capital, where air raid sirens still went off. And President Volodymyr Zelensky is dropping more hints about the looming counteroffensive. He told the Wall Street Journal Ukraine is ready for it, and he said he strongly believes it will be successful. Authorities in Virginia have located the civilian plane that crashed Sunday near the George Washington National Forest. U.S. fighter jets responded to the incident and caused a sonic boom heard throughout the Washington, D.C. area. Travis and Hannah Thornton were recording a song when something unexpected happened. A sonic boom caused by U.S. F-16 fighter jets as they attempted to reach a civilian aircraft Sunday. Officials from the North American Aerospace Defense Command says the sonic boom came after its craft were authorized to travel at supersonic speeds. The Federal Aviation Administration says the private plane left Tennessee and was headed to Long Island when at one point it changed directions, eventually crashing in Virginia. Authorities say 4 people were on board the Cessna 560 Citation V. The National Transportation Safety Board tweeted that it is investigating the crash. Jason Valentine is here now with a look at your forecast.
Plenty of sunshine. It's a beautiful start to your work week, everyone. Or, well, if you don't have to work, it's your week ahead. And we have more heat on the way, but a cool down to talk about as well. I'll get you ready. My first alert weather forecast coming right up.
And as the writers' strike continues in Hollywood, the Directors Guild of America has the chance to reach a new deal with production companies.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it, crush it with Maverick. Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it with Maverick. Maverick cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Maverick stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Maverick with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C, crush it with Maverick.
Conquer it with Maverick.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Maverick.
Ask your doctor about Maverick. AbbVie could help you save.
Save with a truckload special on Whirlpool French door refrigerators at Fred's Memorial Day sale.
Check out the stainless Whirlpool French door refrigerator. It's only $15.99 at Fred's Memorial Day sale.
See the latest colors and newest models of Whirlpool refrigerators with one stop at Fred's Appliance.
All Whirlpool refrigerators are on sale. Act now and see this smudge-proof Whirlpool stainless French door for only $15.99.
Take advantage of truckload savings at Fred's Memorial Day sale.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Skilled massage therapists and estheticians helping you be your best. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Is still ongoing, but it looks like directors now have a deal with major film studios. A historic but tentative agreement is now in place between the Directors Guild of America. The pact was reached to set the terms of a new 3-year collective bargaining agreement with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. The deal was reached Saturday night and affects wages, work hours, residuals, and even artificial intelligence. The tentative agreement will be submitted to the Guild's National Board at a special meeting on Tuesday. Coming up, we'll check in with Riley Fitzgerald, who's at the scene where a man suspected of stealing a car was shot by a law enforcement officer. We'll have that coming up. Also, when we return, I'll have your first alert weather forecast. A beautiful morning, folks. What will that hold for our work week? I'll let you know coming up next on Good Morning Northwest.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Anyone can get injured at work.
At Bothwell and Hamel, we help workers from all walks of life get workers' compensation benefits.
Laborers, machinists, welders, carpenters, healthcare providers, office personnel, and more. If you were hurt, we want to help.
If you can't work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call toll-free 1-888-665-8630, Bothwell and Hamel.
Wanna leave works all day so I can keep working my magic. Just wanna leave. 12 hours of uninterrupted pain relief. Aleve, who do you take it for?
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Aero Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with their new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Aero Roofing a call today.
This morning, Sir Elton John himself is live on
Good Morning America!
And this week, Alicia Keys, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Samuel L. Jackson, all live right here.
You gotta love it.
On
Good Morning America!
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want your yard.
And now please welcome Anna Montoya.
Hello there, fellow students.
What do you do when your employee gets hurt on the job? Here's a story about Jay. He got hurt at work and couldn't perform his normal duties. That's rough, but there's good news. You see, Jay works for TISA, and TISA wants to do right by her employee. She knows all about L&I's Stay at Work program, so TISA gets to keep a valuable employee like Jay on the payroll doing a light-duty job while he heals. And TISA gets reimbursed half of Jay's wages, up to $10,000. Now, that's what we call a win-win. Learn more at lni.wa.gov/stay at work.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Now, Cap KVUE First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to the work week. Hope you had a wonderful weekend and having a nice morning so far. Oh, look at all the sunshine. We have more sunshine on the way. And folks, if you're enjoying this summer preview, we're going to have more of that heat on the way. But if you're not a fan, we do have relief coming as we get to our weekend. So we are right in the mid to upper 50s for most of our areas, a little cooler Prosser and Hermiston. But still, folks, closely grouped temperatures means that's right. We are in a pretty steady weather pattern. Now, as we head into tomorrow, a tad warmer, and then for most of our areas, mid to upper 90s. Now, these are temperatures for the Tri-Cities. So we're about, for all of our areas, about 18 degrees above our average, so between 15 and 20. And again, the average for all of our cities is mid to upper 70s for this time of year. We're going to remain warm for our Thursday, but as we get to Thursday night into Friday, we're going to see a big drop. 11 degrees in the Tri-Cities, but we're seeing even 17-degree drop in Yakima. So we're going to have a big drop, and that usually means some shower activity. Now, this morning, we're looking at just beautiful conditions. As we look over into Idaho, though, they're still dealing with that shower activity they were dealing with at the end of last week, and that looks to continue on and off. But our areas, there's Tuesday morning, looking to be staying dry, and as we head into our Tuesday as well, just looking at a nice day. But we could see a little bit of shower activity coming up from the south as we get into Wednesday, but an even better chance will be Friday morning as we see that big change in our temperatures. I'll get to that in a bit. So our wind speeds, we're seeing a little bit of push for Ellensburg, Toppenish as we head into our morning hours, between a little above 15 mile per hour, 10 to 15 mile per hour through this evening, miles per hour for our winds as we head into our evening hours. The rest of our area is pretty much light winds, and we're going to be remaining quite light as we head into the rest of our week, into our weekend. Again, 10 to 15, 10 to light. So not too many wind events, but still we're seeing a little bit of push this morning. So let's take a look at our highs today. We're looking very, very nice, kind of on par with what we saw for your weekend. 84 for the Ellensburg region. In the Yakima Valley, we're right in those upper 80s. Pretty much for the rest of our areas, we're either in the lower 90s to upper 80s, pretty much right around the 80-degree mark. But my goodness, it is going to be beautiful, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine as we head into the next couple of days. We will see a bit of a change, though, as we're heading into our weekend. 86 for Pendleton, a little cooler, 89 for Walla Walla. All right, that 7-day forecast, and here's what we're looking at. We're going to be right around the 90-degree mark today, tomorrow for Yakima, mid-90s Wednesday and Thursday. And that's that 17-degree drop from Thursday to Friday. That usually indicates a good chance of showers. So we're keeping an eye on possible morning showers, and we are cooler, especially Friday and Saturday. It looks like we'll get a little bit of a boost on your Sunday. In the lovely Tri-Cities area, 92 today, then mid to upper 90s Tuesday through Thursday. And then we have those cooler conditions. Not as big of a drop, just 11 degrees, but still significant enough. Again, cooler conditions. So if you're looking for a little bit of relief, it is on the way. Today, temperatures right around that 90-degree mark, and we'll slowly warm towards a very hot Wednesday ahead indeed. But a beautiful Monday is on the way, a perfect start to your work week.
A law enforcement officer shot a suspect last night in Kennewick after an alleged attempted armed carjacking. As of late last night, Columbia Center Boulevard was closed to north and southbound traffic, as well as the mall parking lot. Those are all now open following an investigation. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from the scene of where the shooting happened. Riley, what do we know so far?
Good morning, Jill. We are working on very limited information right now from law enforcement. What we do know, the Kennewick Police Department was pursuing a car around 8:40 last night, presumed stolen. The driver, suspected of armed robbery and car theft earlier in the day, crashed into the lawn at the Bank of America parking lot just near the Columbia Center Mall. This all took place just right behind me. Authorities say the suspect then took off on foot toward the mall and attempted to take another car at gunpoint. This was when a Benton County Sheriff's deputy fired at the suspect. They were hurt and taken to a local hospital. Their condition is not known at this time. We do know that no one else was hurt in this shooting. Law enforcement officers were still here just a few hours ago, but the scene is clear and all of the roads that were closed last night appear to be open. We're working to learn more information on what led up to this scene, and we'll keep you updated right here. Live in Kennewick with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. A climber has died on Mount Rainier. According to the National Park Service, a 41-year-old Bremerton man had been climbing Wednesday with a licensed expedition team when he collapsed near the summit. Attempts to revive him proved futile. The climbing guides worked with the National Park Service and used a helicopter on Thursday to bring the man's body off of the mountain. The Pierce County Medical Examiner will determine why the man died. Now to Washington state politics. Democratic State Senator Mark Mullet has announced his candidacy for Washington governor. He released a campaign video that highlights his efforts in Olympia to tackle issues such as climate change, the housing crisis, and gun control. Other Democrats seeking the governor's office include Attorney General Bob Ferguson and Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz. An Oregon man and former FBI special agent now indicted by a federal grand jury for allegedly participating in the January 6th insurrection. According to the Justice Department, 49-year-old Jared Wise of Bend, Oregon, entered the U.S. Capitol building during the riot. He's accused of confronting police after he allegedly climbed through a window. Wise faces felony charges of civil disorder and assaulting, resisting, or impeding law officers. Wise worked for the FBI for more than a decade, which included working in a supervisory role, but he didn't work for the agency at the time of the insurrection. When we come back, a fifth grader in Oklahoma shares a special bond with an infielder from the University of Tennessee.
JC tried Game Flings for the first time the other day and forgot where she was. You can always spot a first-timer. Game Flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze.
Hey, check out the new Oreo Brookie Blizzard at DQ. Oreo pieces, brownie, and cookie. This treat is doing the most, which makes it the perfect treat for when you're doing, well, the least. Oh, this is nice. Oh, come on!
Hey, neighbor!
We were enjoying a moment with the Oreo Brookie Blizzard. Okay. This is more like it. Enjoy your Oreo Brookie Blizzard moment today. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
I believe my purpose in life is to help people. My clients depend on us to fix their circumstances. That's our job. The stakes are high and we can't let them down. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist.
We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
We talking about practicing good financial strategy. By cash backing. What you think I was talking about? Not a game. Not a game. Talking about cash back. Cash backing. Cash back like a pro with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back?
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located, and now Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95, and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Stacy Lee, Cap KVU First Alert Weather. Watch tonight.
Oh, let's take a closer look at your home cities, and what a beautiful morning we have as we move into the next couple of days. We're going to be looking at warm conditions, folks. Very warm start to our work week, though we do have a cool down coming this weekend. Mid-80s for the Ellensburg area. Again, folks, looking at nice, mostly sunny skies throughout our areas. Upper 80s to lower 90 there in Sunnyside. Beautiful conditions, Yakima Valley. Lower 90s mostly, some upper 80s in there for the Mid-Columbia. And over in the Blue Mountain region, we're right in those pretty much mid to upper 80s, a little chillier as per usual into the mountainous areas. But folks, a beautiful Monday is on the way.